Audio 6.1.
Your car is now in charge. Driverless cars are already here. Driving along the motorway in busy traffic, the driver presses a button on the steering wheel. The car is now driving itself. This may sound like science fiction, but driverless cars are already on the roads in California. Many cars can already park themselves by the side of the road, brake automatically when the car needs to slow down, and warn the driver if they are slipping out of the correct lane. So going driverless is just the next step. Driverless cars come with fast broadband, allowing them to overtake other cars safely and even communicate with traffic lights as they approach junctions. Being stuck in traffic jams could become a thing of the past, as driverless cars will be able to drive at speed much closer to each other. More than 50 million people die or are injured in road accidents every year, and 90% of these accidents are caused by human error. Google's driverless car sticks to the speed limit and doesn't get tired. So wouldn't it be much safer if all cars were driverless?
Audio 6.2.
Intelligent machines that can serve us in supermarkets, give us directions, and even drive for us are becoming part of all our lives. Some of the things machines can do now would have seemed impossible just a few years ago. And there's more to come. Amazon promises robot drones which will deliver our packages, and Rolls-Royce says robo-ships, which won't need any crew, will soon be sailing our seas. But what will this mean for our workers? Some think that only people whose skills are better than the machine's abilities will have work. Those who don't have high-level skills risk being unemployable or will have to work for very low wages.
Audio 6.3.
Climate change. Crop damage. Water shortages.
Global warming. Strong winds. Tropical storms.
Audio 6.4.
Welcome to the world today. Today we're talking about extreme weather. Recently, there seem to have been a lot of extreme weather events. While there have always been strong winds and tropical storms, many scientists now agree that climate change has been causing higher temperatures and more storms, floods, and droughts. It's a serious situation, and although governments have been trying to reduce pollution and stop the global temperature rising, we haven't been very successful so far. Could there be a different solution? With us in the studio today, we have Neil Clough, our science correspondent who has been researching ways in which scientists around the world have been trying to artificially control or change the weather. Neil, can anything be done to prevent these extreme weather events?
Well, if these changes in weather patterns have been happening as a result of global warming, then we should try to prevent further warming by reducing pollution, protecting trees, and so on. However, scientists have been exploring another method. It seems possible that we might be able to actually do more to control the weather directly.
Audio 6.5.
Tell us more about controlling the weather.
Well, scientists have been working on techniques to create or prevent rain for quite some time now. The best-known method is called cloud seeding. This involves putting chemicals into the air to encourage any water in the air to form clouds and hopefully rain.
So, if we can make it rain when we want it to, why do we still have problems with droughts?
Well, unfortunately, it isn't quite as simple as that. If there is a drought, there probably won't be any clouds in the sky at all. The only thing you could do is to do cloud seeding when there are clouds, and then save the water for when there is a drought.
That could be helpful, I guess. And can it help with storms and hurricanes as well?
Yes, hurricanes form in warm, tropical waters. That's why global warming is having an impact. As the seas get warmer, there are likely to be more hurricanes. But it seems possible that we could use cloud seeding to cool the seas down.
That sounds incredible. But is it actually a good idea to try and change the weather? I mean, what about putting chemicals into the atmosphere? That can't be a good idea, can it?
Well, this is one of the things we need to find out. There is some concern that creating rain in one area of the world might take it away from somewhere else. But in terms of the chemicals, it seems that one group of scientists have found a solution. Professor Jean-Pierre Wolf and Dr. Jerome Kasparian at the University of Geneva have been experimenting with using lasers to control the weather.
Lasers?
Their experiments have shown that pulses of light from a laser can be used to make rain clouds without using any chemicals. They also think that lasers can be used to direct storms away from certain buildings, such as airports.
Wow, that is quite amazing. I still feel that perhaps we shouldn't be playing with the weather like this.
Yes, a lot of people would agree with you. But you've got to remember that we have been changing the weather for a long time anyway, through global warming. This type of technology is nothing compared with that, and it could be helpful rather than harmful.
Audio 6.6.
In recent years, there has been a noticeable increase in extreme weather events. Many scientists now agree that climate change has caused this increase. The science correspondent in the program has just finished researching ways in which scientists around the world have been trying to artificially control or change weather patterns. These scientists have been exploring various techniques, including cloud seeding, over the past few years. However, many people are worried about putting chemicals into the atmosphere. Recently, one team of scientists in Geneva has discovered a way to use lasers to control the weather.
Audio 6.7.
It's important to get away from your everyday life at least once a year, and if you live here in the UK, you need to find somewhere with guaranteed sunshine. What I mean is, somewhere where the weather is a bit more reliable. It's great to do something you'd never do at home. In fact, I'm sure the challenge keeps you healthy. Anyway, we've just booked 2 weeks exploring the lakes and volcanoes of Nicaragua. I can't wait!
Audio 6.8. 1.
What I mean is, somewhere where the weather is a bit more reliable.
2.
In fact, I'm sure the challenge keeps you healthy.
3.
Anyway, we've just booked 2 weeks exploring the lakes and volcanoes of Nicaragua. I can't wait!
Audio 6.9.
Linkers in conversation. We use linkers to show how ideas are connected and to help listeners to follow the conversation. For example, to get someone's attention, we may say, actually, in fact. To paraphrase, we may say, in other words. To put it another way, what I mean is. To return to a previous topic, we may say, as I was saying, anyway, anyhow.
Audio 6.10.
You know, as soon as I get behind the steering wheel, I feel great. I'm in control. I decide where I'm going and how fast. What I mean is, I'm in charge. I don't have to wait at the bus stop or get nervous about catching the train or it not turning up. I find traveling by bus and train much more stressful.
I must have about 20 pairs in all colors. I wear them so I can feel taller, and that makes me feel much more confident. My favorite ones are silver and very high. I only wear them to special events because although they look great, they're rather uncomfortable. In fact, I usually wear flat ones to get to the event and then slip them on before I go in.
I suppose it's true. My whole life is on it. I just couldn't function without it. I mean, I've put everything on it. My friends' numbers, my Facebook, photos, music, games, and loads of apps. I'd be completely lost without it. I never write anything down. I just put it on here. Let me show you. Actually, where is it? I had it a moment ago. Wait, it must be in here. Ooh.
I think it all began when I was a kid, and my grandma used to bring me a bar when she came round to babysit. Now I love it. In cakes, biscuits, or just a big box full. I have to have some every day. I feel a bit down if I don't. But as I was saying, I think the real reason I love it so much is because it reminds me of all the happy times I had with my lovely grandma.
Audio 6.11.
Hi, Pedro. It's Sarah.
Oh, hi. I was just thinking about you, Sarah. We're meeting for lunch with Estelle tomorrow, aren't we?
Actually, that's why I'm phoning. There's been a change of plan. I'm afraid I've got something else on tomorrow lunchtime. I've got a work meeting from 12 till 2 that I can't change. So how about getting together after work instead? Say 6 o'clock? We could go for an early dinner.
Let me just have a look at my diary. I'm really sorry, but I can't make it then. I'm meeting someone in town at 6:30. Are you free on Thursday after work?
Well, I'm supposed to be playing tennis with my sister, but we can probably change it to another day. I'll speak to her, then I'll get back to you, okay? And will you see if Thursday is okay with Estelle?
No problem. I'll speak to you later then.
Bye.
Audio 6.12. 1.
There's been a change of plan.
2.
I've got something else on tomorrow lunchtime.
3.
How about getting together after work instead?
4.
I'm really sorry, but I can't make it then.
5.
I'm supposed to be playing tennis with my sister.
6.
I'll speak to her, then I'll get back to you.
Audio 6.13. 1.
Climate change.
2.
Crop damage.
3.
Global warming.
4.
Heat waves.
5.
Landslides.
6.
Strong winds.
7.
Tropical storms.
8.
Water shortages.
Audio 6.14. 1. 1,
Music.
2,
Cloud.
3,
Danger.
4,
Luck.
5,
Stress.
6,
Success.
7,
Fashion.
8,
Comfort.
Audio 6.15.
Hi, it's Joanne here.
Hi, Joanne.
You know we were supposed to be going to the cinema on Saturday. I'm really sorry, but there's been a change of plan. Can we go on Sunday instead?
Oh dear. Sorry, but I'm not available then. How about next Saturday?
I'm meant to be meeting my brother and his wife for dinner next Saturday, but I'll talk to them and get back to you.
Okay, that's fine.